last one I talk about is two kind of orientation now. Meaning with happiness. What do you do with your life? Did you just let it and say, oh, my purpose in life is to be happy? No. My purpose in life is to make Canada a better country, right? I want to make Canada a better country. More just, more opportunity for the marginalized people, more equality. So that meaning is more important than happiness, right? How about Steve Jobs? His meaning of life is not just I want to be happy. I want to bring technology to everybody, to increase the power of communication and control, make their life better. I want to change the world with technology. I want to make high tech available to the consumer so everybody can benefit from technology. That is mission, right? Not personal happiness. Another way, he met many obstacles. At one point, Apple almost bankrupt. Remember? They had to ask Microsoft to bail them out. So it's a long struggle. So anyone who wants to live purposeful life, meaningful life, has to say, I want to live a meaningful life, not just want to be happy, okay? But when pursue meaning, happiness comes to the back door. That's what I did, right? So any question about that? Now, how do you find your purpose in life, right? The first point is that you have to pursue something that is consistent with your inner goodness, with ethical principles. If your dream is to, like Hitler, world domination, or kill all the Jews, well, that's not truly meaningful life, because you cannot build your own meaning at the expense of other people. So your personal pursuit has to be based on some ethical principles. Okay? And now the second approach is look deep in your heart. That's what Steve Jobs said. Look deep in your heart, to see what's your deepest longing. What is your most persistent dreams? Look in yourself, don't look else outside. The third way is more objective. In career counseling, you go to career counseling, they assess your interests, they assess your skill, your strength. So they're more objective program, but give yourself a whole batch of tests to see where your interest lies, right? That's another approach. The fourth approach is to look what opportunities and resources are there. Not everybody has opportunities to go on higher education so sometimes you just don't have the opportunity. Like some people in China, they're very smart people, but they're handicapped in the language. Okay? Because they could not speak fluent English, they are handicapped. They do not have the same opportunities as people who are born here with English as a natural tongue, the natural language. So they have a handicap here. They start with handicap. So you have to find something that within the constraints of opportunity and resources. And also, sometimes, especially I know women, okay, who have given a career in order to look after their aging parents. Now, how many women are willing to do that? And Jessica done that to some extent. She gave up the study for 1 year to look after mother. So there are women who are willing to sacrifice their own career to take care of their parents. So now you are a situation of conflicting demand now, right? My dream versus my love from my parents. So sometimes you have to delay your dream, delay your pursuit for the benefit of your loved one. So there's a lot of factors there. The last point is that, the famous book, Purpose Driven Life, he said purpose in life is not about you, it's about what God expects from you, right? So you're a Christian or any believer, you say, well, what does God want me to do with my life? Right? So there are different ways to discover your calling, your passion. If it's the calling, then you feel very passionate about it, right? If there's no passion involved, most likely it's not your true calling. Your true calling, you pursue a true calling, you have to feel very good about it. You have to feel totally committed. You have to feel totally engaged. This excitement, this energy, this joy, the expectation, right? So here I'm saying that try a mission statement for yourself. Okay? My mission in life is what? Try that, okay? And very simple and concise, and follow with some achievable goals. Okay? So that is.